exaggerate.
Oh man, if that wasn't the truth.
So,
How's this event for?
No. How's this event?
Yeah, so far.
Could be better, could be worse. I mean,
Why? Did something bad happen?
so many people died!
P the Butcher is officially dead, and it's very sad. It makes my heart hurt.
Did you witness it?
No. Luckily.
No, I didn't get to.
I dealt with the
witness it all.
aftermath. That was emotional.
So, would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Oh, right,
yeah.
yeah. Y'all don't know who I. Well, if y'all don't know who I am,
A dark note.
Yeah, that was pretty light. Hey, go to the light side.
no, I'm Nick Brown. I play Arcturus. He's a Septon.
That he is.
When I'm not dealing with you.
Hi, my name's Damien. I play Jiroshimus. I've been playing him for almost 10 years now.
Whoa, so 10 years.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
almost 10 years.
2009.
About close.
Close.
I said I'm about like I'm my 9th year this year, so as I'm just rounding up because
And Novitas started back in 2004, if I'm correct?
yeah,
Wow.
I've been here a
I didn't know
while.
you were here that long.
I didn't
Yeah.
know either.
Well, you have to realize I've taken a couple of hiatuses throughout the years. That's why, but I've been playing him for almost 10 years.
I feel like a young fart.
I've only been here for like 2.5. I think my first game was August 2016. Yeah, so about 2.5 years now.
My name's Joshua Shear. I play Maurice Frugal.
Money, not bloodlust.
But money is just a metaphysical thing. Everyone needs a purpose, a path to follow.
The last of the Running Rhinos.
The last remaining rhino? Oh, really?
I've been here for almost 3 years. Just about 3 years, and it's been a real help for my life. I really enjoy this place. I can't say enough good things about this place. People are amazing. Just great place to go home.
Nox Worshippers. I need to go sacrifice babies. Bye.
Well, Nox isn't sacrificing babies. Yeah, this event's been interesting
Yeah, that it has.
so far.
That it has.
With another character death.
Which brings the total to 5 in the last
Last year.
And it's only February right now.
Yeah,
It will never end.
I think we've had more PC deaths in this last year than almost entirely of, other than back when Slate Stones were around. Yeah, but that doesn't count.
The Slate Stones.
Slate Stones.
What is the Slate Stones?
It was an old PC group from back when Novitas first really began, and they were not so good people.
We've had a lot of those, haven't we?
Not an entire group of them that decided to see what they could do in a night.
Wait, are you talking about the sleep?
Yeah.
I've heard that story.
That story is a story that most people tend to tread away from.
Yeah, because it was horrifying.
They held the town hostage overnight.
Didn't they just like go around and they just essentially just offed like 8 people in a night? Just gone.
Yeah.
That's
the-
horrifying.
They were a very strong power play.
Evil. Evil is his.
And you're allowed to be evil characters if you want to in our game.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, there's no alignment chart that says you can't be evil in our game. You just have to play it smart.
Unless
Unless you openly practice things.
because of the implications.
We've had players before that have openly done evil things.
Oh yeah, yeah. We've had a couple
Yeah.
actually. The first
a
one
lot
I
of
can
fun.
remember was Bond.
You gotta play it right.
Bond.
Bond was openly, outwardly Nox Worshiper.
Nox Worshiper. That was a different type of Nox Worship though, because he created poisons.
In
See,
his
I
mind,
think
he thought that
that's
was
the
okay.
beauty of the game, is that there's no. You're right. There's no set alignment chart. So there's a framework in the world book, but you can do
anything you want. You could play a Holy Septon, and you could be the Paragon of Justice, or you could be a little bit more morally gray. You could be a Darkness Worshiper that believes in the greater good, and that's how they operate. There's so many different ways to play this. You could be maybe an elf prince who has inclinations towards some of the darker things, Jareth.
Jareth is not decidedly evil.
That's debatable. That's debatable.
Jareth just does a lot of
Wet work?
morally gray things on the average.
So, I have to say, a nice thing about that also is that you can play a character that you believe is good, but their actions, because some people still think it's a video game or something, seem very evil. And you find that out later with GMs or other players.
Telling you that you shouldn't be doing that.
Exactly. Or you could have a very innocent person that doesn't know what's going on, who does things that aren't good. They don't have to be evil. It can be any level of
Decidedly not good.
human or humanism, because they're not all humans.
And who are you?
I'm Jamie. Hi.
Which PC do you play?
I play 2 PCs right now. One is Nolwenn, a Wood Elf, and the other one is Merryweather, who is a seamstress human.
How long have you been playing the game for?
Since 2011, I believe.
Wow. So that means you and I, Marius, were the young farts.
We are, but it doesn't seem like it.
Yeah.
It really doesn't seem like it. The years go quick.
Like, that's the great thing about our game is just because every year the GMs take such heart into making the world run, and every year they have to try to spice it up with something bigger and badder than the last year. And this past year they had a lot going on.
This year was definitely the year of the Big Bang, if you will.
Yeah,
Especially with
just coming to the campsite too, and having a full year here finally to be able to work.
Which we're very fortunate to have that.
Camp Kingsley, which
it's a great place.
is an amazing campsite. The layout of this campsite definitely attunes more to a town feel.
Yeah.
You have the Jenny, you have the Flap and Tickle and another spot, and then you have where everybody who wants, if they want to hang out during the warmer months, you have the bazaar over here, and that it's not all condensed. You definitely have more of a spread. You have a more.
You feel like you're actually traveling when you go
Exactly.
to point, yeah. But yeah.
Like, and being able to have like your own. Now actually, everybody can have their own encampment.
Yeah. And that's
where
good.
Vanderkamp, there was so minimal space for encampments.
People had to share.
People had to share, and it was. You had a temple next to the bazaar with too much going on in one spot.
Yeah.
And no one could get along. It felt like.
Well, Pinedale was essentially the Wild West.
Yeah.
And this is definitely a lawful town with the Maplewood and guards and all that, and the Helix.
Yeah, the Helix is a nice
Which
spin on things.
And definitely with this being the second Founders Feast that's coming up tonight, that's going to be fun.
And what is the Founders Feast?
So the Founders Feast, when Maplewood was founded, there was a Fae that also helped in the hand. And every year, the same Fae creates a building that's outside of the Helix's capacity.
Is that like a pocket portal?
It's... So the best way to explain it is if you've ever played D&D, the Magnificent Mansion spell.
Oh, okay.
Would be the best way to say it. You can enter the portal, and then after a day, gone, and you get spit out where it was.
Okay.
If you happen to pass out because of merriment. Most people just get up and willingly leave and go back to where they have been staying. But this is what kind of makes the game run the best, is these small things where you have the Founders Feast, and in the fall you have the Harvest Festival, and just those things to keep characters together, but also a chance for them to really set apart and set against each other, because that's when you have so many different ideals clashing in the same room.
Oh yeah.
So basically, that's where all the pieces gather for one shift.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we all in the same shift. We have we have like tournaments, and we have eating, and we have big bazaars and sales, and a little bit of everything on the same day. It's really nice. It really brings the town together. It really brings out everyone's.
That's the one thing I love about this game is just everybody gets to be what they want to be. And I've seen so many different characters from so many different people, so many different styles. I've seen like probably over 100 between each person, like 2 to 3 different PCs. The only ones that I've seen constantly are Ivan, Atticus, and Pulsari.
In the case of Atticus, he brought in a character from Adventures in Midland, because Novitas started as Adventures in Midland, correct?
Correct.
And then it spinned off to its own thing in central New York, and then it just got a life of its own.
Yeah.
So that means, by my calculations, Atticus is the longest serving character.
Yes, he is the old man who's on the porch telling the kids to get off his lawn.
But he doesn't look old.
No, because his character is a very special character. Because in the actual lore of our game, he's married to one of the gods.
Huh?
And he has a ring that keeps him nigh immortal and young.
So that explains why Dan never ages.
That explains why Dan never ages. He actually married a god.
Exactly. Yeah. I've seen a lot of people come and go. A lot of my friends have just flipped over PCs and
multiple scripts.
Yeah, like Gilbert.
You've got a lot of variety of human characters, though. There's Tragar, you got Ulysses, you got Bond.
Onyx, he's a Terran, though.
He's had about 4 different PCs.
Bond,
he had the Night Worshiper.
Yep.
And then he had Ulysses.
And now he has Onyx.
And just
he's like the experimenter of all of us.
Yes.
He's done it well.
Yeah, because he comes back with something new and different every time. It's not like, oh, you have a similar character to your last character.
It's completely dry, completely different.
Like this time, he's a coward.
He refuses to fight,
and it's the best thing ever.
He's just like, I'm not fighting. I'll pay people to fight for me, but I'm gonna stay way over here.
Whereas, like any other character that he's had, he's been very combative. He's been very magic oriented. Bond was combative but sneaky.
Yeah, I didn't see him fighting.
He was definitely a rouge. A roger, if you will.
And he's not here right now.
No, unfortunately, he hasn't been here.
Because we know that Gil, he randomly pops up in these on break videos.
Yeah.
The staff is really, really helpful.
What do you need answered?
Food is good.
We do eat well here.
Non-stop.
You ever heard about Omar's hammer?
Popcorn.
Let's be real. You can't even lie. This is movie popcorn.
Yeah, I'm like, no, there's no Gil cameo.
I mean, we could put the Gil title sequence right now if you wanted to.
Please put that in. I love him. He's family.
Aww.